10-6. Anthony Rendon had a huge day offensively, collecting 3 hits and driving in 3. He is currently among the NL leaders in batting average. Jordan Zimmerman earned the victory on the mound, his first of the season. The Miami Marlins did battle with the Dodgers in the entertainment capital of the world, and it was the boys in blue who emerged in this one. The final was 2-0. The Pittsburgh Pirates were at Citizens Bank Park to do battle with the Phils, and Pittsburgh was victorious in this one. The score was 3-1. Francisco Liriano was victorious in this one, earning his first win. The Mets paid visit to Wrigleyville to match up against the Cubs, and the game wore on to extra innings with the Mets coming away victorious. Final score was 4-2. The Braves were in Cincy to do battle with the Reds, and the Reds grabbed the victory 8-2. Marlon Byrd was fantastic at the plate, collecting 5 hits in the process. The Chicago White Sox took on the Brew Crew in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The White Sox came away with the win. Final score was 5-2. The Toronto Blue Jays were in Charm City to match up against the Orioles, and it was the Orioles who came away with the win. The final was 1-0. Kevin Gausman twirled a dominating complete game shutout on the mound for the victory. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in shutouts. The New York Yankees were in St. Pete to take on the Tampa Bay Rays, and it was the Rays who came away victorious. Final score was 6-2. The Boston Red Sox visited the Athletics in Oakland, and it was the boys from Oaktown who were victorious. The final score was 3-2. The Kansas City Royals took on the Rangers at the Globe in Arlington, and the Rangers came away with the win. The score was 5-1. Giovanni Gallardo held the opposition in check, allowing only 1 earned run over 8 strong innings and earning the win. He is among the AL leaders in wins.
First pitch is moments away in San Francisco. Get ready for Giants baseball. Next. From the city by the bay, AT&T Park on a Thursday night. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Atlanta Braves and the Giants. Matt Vasgersian here with you. Welcome to Giants Baseball. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons as we delve into our pitching matchup here in the opener.
Yeah, well, you see the numbers on the season for these guys, and this could be a challenging start for both of them. We've got the rain coming down here right at game time, and for the most part, that shouldn't change their approach too much. But a wet track could slow down the running game while also making it a little more difficult on the defense. So we'll see how this one plays out.
The guys will have much more to talk about as the night progresses, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Atlanta Braves as skipper Freddie Gonzalez lines his guys up this way. They'll match up against the young left-hander Mike Minor. And there you see a look now at the Giants' defensive alignment behind him. Eric Young Jr. will stand in now, and his batting average currently good for 7th in the National League. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. EK, our home 9 as they start play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, when you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. On deck is Nick Markakis. 3-2, here it is. And he lays off ball 4. That's exactly what you want your leadoff man to do, work the count and get on base.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Nick Markakis will stand in here with a runner at first to start the inning. Now, I know both of you are more familiar with the art of hitting as opposed to the art of pitching, but on a wet night like this, who do you think this favors?
Well, I think it favors the pitcher. I know they're going to argue, well, the grip, but the ball doesn't carry on wet nights. So if I'm out there, I'm saying, look, pitcher advantage.
Swing and a miss there by Markakis, and he's down on strikes for the first out.
And with the light rain falling the way it is here at game time, if you're a speed threat, a slick field can really work to your advantage. It's tough to make plays out there on the infield. Hit the ball on the ground and run, but it's not going to help you if you don't put the ball in play.
Freddie Freeman will be the batter. The 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Now the 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Now another 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
Into the box now, Jonny Gomes. Swinging a rocket to third. And this is going to be a base hit for Gomes.
Yeah, it's always nice to come home. And this is a guy that grew up not too far from here. So you can bet he's got friends and family in attendance, and he doesn't disappoint with a nice base hit here.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for Atlanta. Now it'll be the Giants' turn, no score. Starting lineup for the host Giants looks like this. They'll match up against this young man, prized prospect right-hander Shelby Miller. Angel Pagan will dig in now. Switch hitter batting left. Here comes the 2-1. Fouled back. Two pitch on the way. And now this is swung on and missed, and Pagan is a strikeout victim here. 1 away.
How far out in front was he? It'll look a lot worse when we slow it way down and show motion. But I tell you, he was definitely not thinking changeup because he was way out in front of that one.
Into the box, Nori Aoki. And the 1-1 is in the air now out to center. Young is camped under this one. 2 gone.
Now, if you're a pitcher, you have to love pitching at this place. And you've got a cool night here, making the air a little heavy. And this ball just has 0 carry to it.
Buster Posey will stand in, and he's seen that average climb the past week or so as you see what he's done over the course of the last 7 ball games. 2 out, nobody on. Here comes the 1-2. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Giants come up empty in the first. We'll go to the second from San Francisco. No score on the show. Alberto Callaspo will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, a little surprising he wouldn't pull the trigger on that one right there. This isn't anything fancy. Just a right over the top 4-seam fastball. Absolutely frozen.
In now, Andrew Susak. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And Pence will have to hurry this back in off the wall. In there, a base hit.
Yeah, it looked like a fairly routine play there. Don't know if he took his eye off it or what, but he winds up basically whiffing on the catch, and that's going to wind up a 2-base error.
Stepping in now, Andrelton Simmons.
That's a ball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Ready with another 2-2. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Now another 2-2. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. Oh, and this handcuffs area. Shelby Miller will take his cuts now.
Number 17, Shelby Miller.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are, so the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, and that's a big second out right there, and that's going to keep that runner anchored over their third base. So they may wind up not getting that first run across after all.
Eric Young Jr. will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. Minor ready with a 1-2. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 2 left for Atlanta. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Brandon Belt will get his first opportunity here, and as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. Now Miller on 1-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here comes a 1-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. EK, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, and I know it's only May, but they're starting to lose sight of the division leaders already. So they need something positive to happen, and they're going to be out of this thing soon.
Come on, let's go!
Payoff pitch coming. Swing and a shot toward right center. Young is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, you really can't take anything for granted out there when you're playing in the rain. You got to worry about your footing. You got to worry about raindrops getting in your eyes. You got to make sure you're in the right position. But in the end, he is right there to make the play.
Hunter Pence will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. The 2-2. And a good swing there by Pence, but he got the bat through a bit too quickly as this will find the seats. Foul. Here's another 2-2. Full count now. 3-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a high chopper. Throw on to first, and Pence is turned away here for out number 2.
There's nothing easy about this play right here. It's a high chopper, so he knows he's going to have to field and throw pretty much all in one motion, and he does so here to get his man. That's a nice play.
Casey McGee will stand in now, hoping to turn things around as he's stuck in a bit of a cold spell these past 5 ball games. Here he comes on 3-1. Now a swing, and here's another chance down there at third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Giants down in order. Will move to the third with no score. Nick Markakis ready to go here as we begin the third. So 1-1 now to Markakis. And this ball's hit pretty well, high and deep to straightaway left. There for it, Aoki, and he'll make the play for the first down.
First baseman number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2 with 1 away. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
This is the second time he struck out so far, and this is a type of ball game where, you know, it's wet out, the field's slippery, it's a little muddy. Who knows what can happen if you just put the ball in play?
Jonny Gomes will dig in. He singled his first time around. Grounded softly to the left side. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Brandon Crawford will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
The 2-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away.
Batting 8th, second baseman, Joaquin Arias.
Joaquin Arias will get his first cuts here. One on the way. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
The 1-2. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there.
He did not like that one bit. Now, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Here now the 2-2. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. No appeal needed, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, both these 2 starters are matching each other in the early innings, stride for stride. He's an out away now from a 1-2-3, bottom of the third.
Mike Minor will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Boy, that's pretty good patience out there out of a pitcher who's acting like a hitter, especially with 2 outs.
Got him. Giants are down 1-2-3. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Chris Johnson will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth. Now a swing and a fly ball, medium deep, out toward Pagan in center field. One down.
The batter, number 1, second baseman,
Alberto Callaspo will get another shot, called out on strikes his first time around. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side, and he'll have himself a base hit.
And you know, that's what they needed. It's just a one-out single, nothing too amazing. But now at least you get that guy into the stretch and maybe give your guys a little hope up there.
And this is hit hard on the ground to first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Andrelton Simmons will stand in. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time. And now the left-hander Jeremy Affeldt is up and throwing in the Giants bullpen. Up high, 2-1 now.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
He's ready now. The pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. Under this one is McGee, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it. So he stays with it and pulls it in.
Standing in now, Shelby Miller. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Comes set, now the pitch. Now a slider can't make it back to that outside edge, and that takes the count to 2-2 now. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 2 left for Atlanta. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Angel Pagan will stand in to begin their half of the fourth, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Here's the 1-1. And he got him to swing early as this is skied out toward right. And therefore it is Markakis, and that's your first out. Nori Aoki will try it again. He flew out his first time. Full count offering on its way. And this is on the ground to third. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Yeah, a good effort there at first. Here's the stretch on show motion. The throw to the right field side of the bag, and you see him swing that left leg all the way around and try and backhand this thing, and it winds up hopping right over the top of his glove.
A check on first by Miller. Smart to keep an eye on it. Into the box now. Buster Posey goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A two-run shot for Buster Posey. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as the Giants have taken a 2-0 lead.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
In now, Brandon Belt. Out in front of this is Belt as he rips this ball foul down the right field line. 1 out, nobody on. Now the 1-2. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, this is how you got to do it this season. When you give up a 2-run home run, you got to just move on quickly. He's still upset about it, don't get me wrong, but it's when you dwell on it that you get yourself into more trouble.
Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Another try at 2-2. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt as they'll need to throw down to first. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Bye-bye, baby. The Giants strike for a pair as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. We're through 4. It's now 2-0 San Francisco. Eric Young Jr. will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. And that's grounded foul past a former video game motion capture star, Bo Porter, in that third base coaching box. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And as you see there, they're currently tied for 3rd in that department. Nick Markakis will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. He'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Another 2-2 offering. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Freddie Freeman there. He'll hit next. And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Well, he showed a lot of patience to work it back at 3-2, and he maybe got a little too patient with this one. Now that'll be a pitch he wishes he had back.
Freddie Freeman will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt? And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Casey McGee started out when we return. It's the Giants 2 and the Braves nothing. And there indeed is Casey McGee. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
And that's what I'd call an intelligent at-bat. It's good knowledge of the strike zone, and more importantly, of how the home plate umpire calls the strike zone. Got himself a leadoff walk.
Brandon Crawford will stand in now following leadoff walk. And might we see a bunt attempt here in a 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the fifth, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Joaquin Arias will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. Here comes the 1-2. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Here's another 1-2. Now a curveball stays inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Here he comes on 2-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
He's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Ready now on 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Angel Pagan. See what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. From the belt, the pitch. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. And that's in there. Base hit. And a relay to the plate. And the run will score from second here as this is now a 3-0 game.
Oh, just a great approach there to get him an RBI on the base hit. And with the way their guy's throwing the ball, 3 runs might be enough to do it.
Into the box, Noriaoki. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. And if you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
Here's the 2-2 offering. Hit hard but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again.
Let's go, Giants!
Ready with another 2-2. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. And a dive by Payaspo, but no dice. It's a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Out of the Braves dugout is their manager, Freddie Gonzalez, on his way to the mound. And a signal is beckoning here. That'll do it for Shelby Miller. Wandy Rodriguez is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. Buster Posey will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead.
And hold that thought, as that's a strikeout for out number 3. So the inning will come to an end. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Giants 3 and the Braves nothing. Jonny Gomes will come in now to begin their half of the 6th, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Here's a swing and a miss at the off-speed pitch. It's a full count now, 3-2. Fouled straight back. The 3-2 pitch. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. And it's out of here. So they're on the board. Finally. A solo shot here off the bat of Jonny Gomes. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Bravos are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Chris Johnson will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Now here comes Bruce Bochy out of the Giants dugout on his way to the mound. And that'll be all now for Mike Minor. Jeremy Offelt will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning. Chris Johnson will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Here comes a 2-2. And he struck him out.
And sometimes up there you just get completely fooled. I mean, I think he changed his mind about swinging at this pitch about 3 different times while it was on its way to the plate. I'm going to swing. No. I'm going to take it. Oh, well, I better try to at least foul it off. And in the end, he got nothing.
Stepping in now, Alberto Callaspo. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Yeah, a great job there on the mound. You see, he fell behind 3-0 and then decided he'd better start pounding the strike zone a little more. And that's a good pitch there that finally sets him down.
Standing in now, Andrew Susac. This is a hard-hit ball back up the middle, and he's going to have his second hit tonight as it's into center field for a base hit. Andrelton Simmons will stand in 0 for 2 thus far. The 1-1 home. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Here's the lefty's offering on 1-2. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that ball is gone. Blasted into the bleachers in left. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and the Braves have drawn even now. It's 3-3. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants' bullpen. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. The pitch. Had to protect on 1-2, and this is a fly ball out to straightaway right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece.
Your attention, please. Now
so a new pitcher will come on now as we see the right-hander Jose Veras take over. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Brandon Belt getting ready to lead things off here for San Francisco. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Here's the 2-2 home. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Here's the payoff pitch. Stays alive here as this is fouled off to the right. And the pitch. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
If he could have been just a little more patient there, he would have had a leadoff walk. Instead, chases it out of the zone here and winds up costing him.
In now, Hunter Pence. Wow, this one is smoked the other way to left center. Should be good for at least 2. Pence now heading for second. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2-base hits this year. And we find the Giants currently lead the NL in that category. Casey McGee will dig in. He walked and later scored last time. Here he comes, 3-1. And it's full now, 3-2.
Well, if he's going to overcommit to pitches like that down in the zone, I'd keep throwing him until he proves he can lay off.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3-2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. 1-1 pitch on the way. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Now the 2-1. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. Piaspo for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 left for San Francisco. 6 innings are in the books. Score holds at 3-3. Back here in San Francisco. Tight one on our hands. All tied at 3 apiece as we look at the game summary through 6 innings of play. Eric Young Jr. will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. Lined into right field for a leadoff single.
Now batting,
Nick Markakis will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. New pitcher set to take over now. It's the right-hander Sergio Romo that gets the call. Nick Markakis will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with the runner at first and nobody out. The right-hander deals on 1 and 2. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
Well, it was a promising start to the inning. You get the leadoff man on in the tie ball game, but all that optimism comes crashing down here on the double play.
Into the box now, Freddie Freeman, and he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. You gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Jonny Gomes will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. 3-2, here it comes. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats, foul. Another payoff pitch. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. So it's a 2-run dinger for Jonny Gomes. His second of the game, and it's now 5-3. 5 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. The 0-2 once more. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there, to right field. Pence is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's now 5-3 Atlanta. Jim Johnson will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th. Joaquin Aria will have another go. He struck out looking his last time. A 2-1 offering. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. The 3-1 is on the way. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but definitely off to a slow start. So he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
Gregor Blanco will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 7, Gregor Blanco.
And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow by guys when you need to.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
You know, when you're facing a guy that throws his fastball in the high 90s, you know you're going to have to cheat a little bit. You've got to get things started a little bit earlier than normal. And what happens then, guy throws you something off speed, you're way more susceptible to chasing balls out of the zone, and that's exactly what happened right there.
And that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
Not too many balls hit solidly tonight, just their 6th hit of the game, so now they need to figure out some way to string a few of these together.
Nori Aoki will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Here's the 1-1. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good, it usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
2-1 pitch is swung on and hit in the air out to center field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Giants leave 1. They're still down 5-3. Gene Machi is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. Alberto Callaspo will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And look out as this bat shatters on impact. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down.
You want to see what a good hard slider can do when you get it in on the label? Here you go in show motion. That is effective pitching, let me tell you.
Into the box, Andrew Susak. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. The next 3-2. And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down. Good performance thus far by the visiting Braves. They lead this one in the 8th as you get a look at our line score thus far. Andrelton Simmons will try again after hitting that 2-run homer his last time around. 1-2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. And it remains 5-3. Well, now here comes Braves manager Freddie Gonzalez out to home plate, and it looks like he's going to work the double switch here. Jason Grilli is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Number 39.
Buster Posey will dig in. He homered back in the fourth. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
The 3-1 coming. Definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2.
And that's exactly where you want to put that thing. Start it right down the middle and trust that its action will cause it to drop.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, that's a hat trick for him now. His 3rd strikeout in the game. And I think the one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to go down looking. That's almost like admitting you're beaten. That's a sinking feeling in that guy's stomach.
Stepping in now, Brandon Belt. 1-1 pitch is lifted in the air out to right. Markakis is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 2.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball, but he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn. Hunter Pence come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started. Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead. And just past his outstretched glove into left, the base hit.
Well, even when you keep him in the ballpark, he can be trouble. Here he's right on this pitch, and he smokes it into left field for a solid single.
Casey McGee will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Now the 3-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Brandon Crawford will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Now the veteran deals on 1 and 2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Jace Peterson will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1 and 2 now.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, center fielder,
Eric Young Jr. will step in, a base hit in his last time. The 3-1 pitch. Now a ball hit sharply on the ground to third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
Well, and this is why they call it the hot corner. This ball is going to get on him in a hurry down there. And you see him go down to his left knee to just try to knock the ball down, but it was on him so quickly, he had no chance to do anything.
Standing in now, Nick Markakis. That one's in there, 3-1. A look at Young, now the pitch. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away. Freddie Freeman will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Haywyre Lopez will take over now with one away in the top of inning number 9. Freddie Freeman will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. Now the 1-1 pitch. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Boy, he sure can sling that thing, can't he?
He sure can. A very wide arm angle, comes from the first base side. It's not straight either, it's moving.
Here he comes again, 1-2. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. A big pitch here, 1-2. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. Pence will make the catch just shy of that brick wall out there in right. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. Jonny Gomes will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. And here's ball 4 on the intentional pass, as that'll now load the bases here and set up the force at the plate.
And this could really be trouble now, because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Chris Johnson will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here...
I'm sorry to interrupt, but that's the 3rd strike and the 3rd out. Side is retired. Braves will strand 3 as they hang on to their 5-3 lead.
Your attention, please.
9th inning save situation coming up now, as they'll entrust Craig Kimbrell with the baseball here as he'll try and close things out. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. The 1-1. And there's ball 2 now.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
Here he comes on 2-1. And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. Young is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number 1.
Justin Maxwell will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
And that's a big double right there, down by 2, but more importantly, that's going to get the tying run to the plate. So we're going to see how they want to handle this defensively now with the open base.
Angel Pagan will step in as the possible tying run, but just a single here could make this a 1-run game. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
The 3-1 in the air down the left field line and deep. Gomes has to range back, but he'll make the catch near the line, and there are 2 men gone. And he's up to 3rd safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Taking a little bit of a gamble there, trying to tag up on a fly ball to the left fielder. If he gets tagged out, this is a terrible decision, but I guess since he made it, nice job.
Into the box now, Noriaoki. Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the 3rd base dugout, and he will put this one away. And the Braves have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Just some more great work here by Kimbrough as he comes out of the bullpen to fire a scoreless ninth inning and pick up the save. Now, his stuff is nasty.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
And I think, all things considered, this was really a team victory. But